We need to talk about the gay frogs, guys. They were real. For 10 years, the internet treated Jones like a cartoon character. The village idiots screaming about interdimensional vampires and homosexual frogs. I laughed, you laughed, we all laughed. But then the Epstein files dropped. And all of a sudden, all the memes, all the jokes, they aren't that funny anymore. You know what they say, there's no drug on planet Earth more sweet and more addicting than I told you so. Alex Jones used to be the final boss of the internet, Everybody was supposed to hate him if you listen to his podcast, if you listen to his content, you were the weird controversy guy, and everybody used to think you were an outcast. Well, look at the scoreboard now. The elites are exactly what he said they were. The island was real, the blackmail was real, the corruption was real. So really he wasn't a crazy villain. He was just the guy who read the script 10 years before. Here is today's Red Pill. It has nothing to do with politics, but everything to do with pattern recognition. Society at large has a filter I call the schizo filter. Whenever someone in a position of influence notices a pattern that is too complex, a bit too dark for the average people to know, high society, mainstream media, they just label that person a crazy schizo. It's easier to build the narrative of someone being a lunatic if you control all of traditional media, all of social media, all of the internet. It's pretty fucking simple to nail someone on the cross and call him a lunatic. Just because every news headline, every blue tick mark Twitter account says something does not make it true. In fact, if you see the same fucking keywords, same fucking narratives being spewed on every other TV channel, there's a very high chance that this is actually a narrative building funded by the elites who want the truth to stay hidden. Alex Jones is a prime example of masculine frame control. Imagine being ostracized by the entire internet, by billions of people laughing at you, calling you crazy, calling you schizo, just because you refuse to back down from the truth you know. You refuse to back down from exposing these elites, and the whole world is after you for exposing that. I mean, think about it. I'm making these videos, and if a video gets a hate comment, that will probably fuck up my mental being for like couple of hours. And imagine being the most hated man on the internet and still standing by the truth. So what do we learn? If media, if mainstream houses are trying too hard to make you hate someone, well, there's probably another side to the story. History vindicates the bold. Even if it takes 10 years, the truth is uncovered, and then people remember the guy who told the truth 10 years ago and everyone labeled him crazy. And lastly, I'm Rehan. I'm a 20-year-old guy on self-improvement for a couple of years. I've made progress in some areas of life while I still struggle with others. And I balance my red pill perspective and self-improvement journey based on things going on in our world. And I sometimes like to give my opinion on that. So if you're someone who can relate to that, if you're someone who's interested, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It comes at no cost to you. It helps, it supports me, plus it helps you add another perspective. And that's about it. Yeah.